Hi everyone, welcome to the Cherish Mum Space. I'm Miranda. If this is your first time on my channel, a huge welcome to you. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you like this video and my content. Now what we're going to be talking about today is how to be honest with yourself. Now this is a massive topic and I talked about it a little bit in my video, which was how to be happy. Okay, my recent video, if you want, you can go back and check out that video as well after or before this one. There's no specific order, but they sort of complement each other. Now, today I'm going to be going through the 3 things that you can have in place in order to be honest with yourself. Okay, they're not exclusive, none of that, but they are definitely 3 things that can really, really help you. So let's get into it. Okay, how to be honest with yourself. Now, for starters, we need to be honest with ourselves because if you're not honest with yourself, then you don't know how you want to move forward. You can't get clarity on what you actually want to be doing. And it's really, really hard to live when you're not being honest with yourself. It's so much easier to understand what you want, to understand how you are feeling about certain people, certain things, and certain situations. It doesn't take 5 minutes sometimes when they're challenging situations, let's be clear. All right, but there are some ways that I come back to regularly to coach myself basically and to help other people to understand exactly what they want and exactly what they're feeling and how to process through those things. Okay, so number 1, the first thing on the basis of feelings, all right, how are you feeling about whatever situation that it is? All right, how are you feeling about something? A lot of people, and you might be included, everyone's included sometimes, but a lot of people like to hide their feelings even from themselves. So to deny, especially those hard feelings, to deny that they feel angry about something, to deny that they feel sad about something, to go, no, and then just use different techniques, distraction techniques, moving away from things. And kids do it as well. You all know I talk a lot about kids and their emotions and how to parent kids in their big emotions, but you can use distraction to try and get past those hard feelings, but that's not actually processing them. That's not actually being honest with yourself about these big feelings. It is very necessary in order to move through, to be honest with yourself, to live in alignment, if that's the word that you want to use. It is so important that you get real with yourself and you say, you know what, I really felt like this in that situation. Okay, especially those big situations. Okay, you don't have to tell anyone else, but being honest with yourself is extremely important and the only way forward, really. Okay, so understanding your feelings and giving them names. Again, do lots of this stuff in my Emotionally Equipped Child course, which is for parents dealing with their stuff with their small kids. Okay, naming those feelings, having a think about what they feel like. Those sorts of things are wonderful, and why you felt that way. Okay, was it because of a word someone else said? Was it because of something someone else did? Or an impression that you got off someone else? Sometimes they might, or a lot of the time, people don't intend to give those impressions, but you can still feel something about it. Okay, so have a think about to yourself, with yourself, journal it out, think about it, whatever you need to do, and just really go, you know what? I felt like this, and it's okay, and it's, that is valid that I felt like that. Okay, so the second thing, the second part of what I'm talking about sort of relates to the first part a little bit. The second part, how to be honest with yourself, is understand what your body is telling you. What is your body telling you? Are you tense? Are you calm? Are you relaxed? Are you breathing? Are you doing belly breathing? Okay, we do belly breathing a little bit. I'm trying to practice it more and more myself, breathwork basics. But if you are tense, if you're getting headaches all the time, if you're holding your shoulders like this, if you're breathing very short, shallow breaths, okay, if you're wringing your hands, some of those are an indication that maybe you're not feeling that great. So or tense, you might be feeling stressed, you might be feeling overwhelmed. Okay, that's one of the things I do here is I help mums go from feeling overwhelmed, frantic, chaotic, burnt out, those sorts of things, and disconnected from their kids. I help them move into calm, more peaceful, more energized, more aligned, and more connected with their children, which is so important to all of us, as I'm sure you know. So We're talking about how you feel in your body. That is a huge marker for whether or not you need to stop and be honest with yourself a bit about your feelings, about what you're thinking, about how much you are doing, about whether or not you need to just take a break or have a holiday or add in a bit of self-care into your daily week more than you already are. All right, that's very, very important. So that's number 2. And here we go up to number 3. Before we get to number 3, I'd love to take this opportunity to ask you to like, subscribe again if you would like to. Okay, there is a free 28 days of gratitude printable below if you would like to grab that. I'd love to offer that to you guys. It's completely free. If you want to grab it, it's below. The other thing that I need to share with you is that I help mums go from all those overwhelmed moments to more calm and peaceful connected moments with their kids. That's what I do. If you want to grab a free call, there's one of them in the description below as well. But on to number 3. Number 3, so we've done our emotions, we've done how we feel in our body. Number 3 is something that you need to have a little bit of awareness around, because it's thinking about what other people have said about you in the past. Now, there's a bit of a caveat around this one, and that's that you need to be aware of what that person is like. So I don't mean think of all the bad things that people have said about you. Definitely not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when people honestly gave you helpful feedback, okay, or said you're so good at XYZ. All right, being honest with yourself, it's okay to take, if they've been really constructive in some criticism, maybe that's helpful to take on board too. But basically, when you're being honest with yourself, think about what you have, who you are, what you're presenting to the world, and how that has been reflected back to you. Now, sometimes, again, you need to take things with a grain of salt. I'm not saying rehash all those bad moments that people have said horrible things for no reason, but I am talking about those moments when you've gone, I know that people think that I'm a happy person. I know people think that I am shy. I know that people think that I am very good at speaking. People know that, you know, whatever it is, that I'm good with kids, or, you know, whatever. Or that people think that I'm a really, really great organizer or a good business leader, or, you know, I'm great at leading playgroup, or whatever it is, okay? Any of those things, have a little think about those things and be honest. Are you good at that stuff? This is not the time for self-critiquing. Are you good at that? Are you able to be good at that stuff? Okay, that's a good thing. It's okay to be good at stuff without feeling really bad about yourself. All right, so that's the third thing, is to really take on board that stuff, because it's so important, and it's really, really good for your mental health, emotional health, and well-being, all those things, to think about, not critique yourself, but spend time going, you know what, I am good at stuff. Yes, I can improve in these areas, but I'm also really quite good at these other areas. It's not always let's focus on the things we need to get better at. Sometimes we need to stop, sit, and appreciate the success and the things that we're good at already. That is so important to motivation moving forward, and it's so, so important that your kids, getting back to being a parent, that your children can see that you appreciate yourself as much as you want them to appreciate themselves. That, at the end of the day, for me, is what I do. That's exactly what I try to show to my own children, that I am happy with how I am. I've got things to work on. I'm not perfect, obviously, but I am happy with where I am. I try to be honest with myself, with my feelings, with my emotions, and with how my body is. That's something I've been learning the most about in the last couple of years. Okay, health and well-being is body-based and mental-based and emotion-based, and lots of other things based as well. All right, so anyway, there you go. This is my video about how to be honest with yourself. It is so important, guys. You do not understand how important it is. It is so important, guys. Come on. All right. Anyway, so there you go. That's my video. If you would like to grab one of my journals, I've got a self-discovery journal and I've got a self-care journal available on my Etsy shop or on Amazon, depending on which country you are in. Okay, I'm going to pop the links to those below. I've also got free 28-day gratitude tracker. And also, if you want to grab a free call, then do so. I'm a mum life coach and I do speaking events online and as well as in the Geelong area in Victoria, Australia. Okay, I'm Miranda from the Cherish Mum Space. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you later. Bye.